If you're a hockey player, you really have to fuel power, speed, and endurance. If you're trying to figure out how do I do that with the foods that I'm eating, I've got the foods that you need to fuel all three, so check them out in this video. Welcome to the Sports Nutrition Playbook channel. I'm Amy Goodson, sports dietitian. And if you're a hockey player, you have an interesting conundrum because you really have to fuel power, you have to fuel speed, and you have to fuel endurance all at the same time in one practice or in one game. And the reality is, focusing on your nutrition is going to help you do just that. So let's break down the nutrients that you need to fuel all three. First, power. That means you need protein. You need to be getting protein at each of your meals and snacks. So protein could be animal-based foods like beef, pork, chicken, turkey, ham. It could be dairy foods like milk, cheese, yogurt, and eggs. Or you can also get some of your protein from plant-based foods like beans, lentils, legumes, nuts, seeds, and soy foods. But power is key, and power comes from muscle strength, meaning that you have to have that protein. Lots of times athletes get protein at lunch and dinner, but they miss out on it at breakfast and at snacks. So trying to think through, am I going to throw milk and yogurt into a smoothie for breakfast? Am I going to make eggs in advance via hard boiling them or making egg cups at breakfast? Your goal is to fuel your day and power your nutrition by getting protein at each of your meals and snacks. So that's how you fuel power. When it comes to fueling speed, it's all about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are your number one source of energy when it comes to fueling quick, high-intensity activity, which is what hockey is. So your goal is to make sure that you're getting complex carbohydrates at each of your main meals and snacks over the course of the day. That could be whole grain bread, bagel, rice, pasta, quinoa. Could be utilizing some of the whole grains at snack times like granola bars, whole grain crackers, etc. But right before a game or in between the periods, it's important to get some quick digesting carbohydrates to really help fuel that high intensity activity. So that could be foods as simple as an applesauce pack, sports drinks, it could be fruit like goldfish, pretzels. All of those are going to be options to give your body some quick carbohydrates to keep your body going and fuel that speed. And then finally, you want to fuel endurance. And endurance is all about the long haul, which means you need to have a steady blood sugar and steady energy. So to do that is pairing carbs and protein at each of your meals and snacks over the course of the day. So pairing power and pairing speed together really is all about fueling endurance over the course of the day. So making sure that you're shaping an athlete's plate that has carbohydrate, protein, and color in the form of fruits and vegetables at each meal and snack, and then making sure, as I mentioned, that those snacks have carbs and protein to keep your blood sugar stable, which ultimately is going to help stabilize your energy levels and your mental acuity levels. As a hockey player, you need power, you need speed, and you need endurance. So that comes from dialing in on your nutrition, hitting protein for power, carbs for speed, and then combining them together to have steady energy over the course of the day and fuel endurance. I'd love to hear what your favorite way is to fuel your activity, whether it's power, speed, or endurance. So drop me your favorite food or snack below, and then be sure to like the video and don't forget to click subscribe so that you can stay up to date with all of our training and nutrition tips and strategies.